Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Norn9, Var Commons. And we are still in the prologue. Prologue is running a little long, so I had to cut it short before. I don't know how much longer we have left in it. I don't really know what to say about what's going on here. It's very confusing. I don't know, it's all very up in the air at the moment. So if you haven't watched the first part of this prologue, you should probably go back and watch it now, because there's no way in hell I can explain it adequately. So yeah, just take my word for it and go watch that if you're confused at all at the beginning here, okay? Alright, so just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Espers? What on earth is she talking about? All of a sudden, the atmosphere in the room turned heavy and serious, like all the smiles and laughter a minute ago had frozen over. The others were looking at us with a mixture of pity and sadness. But Miss Weirdo apparently understood their question. She nodded slowly. Yes, I am an Esper. I see, that is all I needed to know. If you do not want to tell us about your powers, that is your choice. What about the boy? Huh? Me? I'm not. Suzuhara isn't. I brought him along with me, that's all. You bought him? So he's just a regular kid then, not an Esper. Yes, sir. Really? That's, Please, he was lost. I wanted to help him find his way home. Home? We're going to America, you know. As far as I can tell, this kid's Japanese, and I doubt we're going anywhere near his home. It is Japan, but it's lots farther away than that, right, Suzuhara? Huh, that makes no sense. If this isn't all just a crazy dream, then I've come here from the future. The future? My apologies, dear boy, but I'm afraid that we do not have the time to entertain your childish flights of fancy. It's not childish nonsense. It's true. I was born and raised in the Heisei era. Heisei? This is the Taisho era, right? Yeah, it is. The era I'm from is a century in the future. What? I can tell you tons of things that are going to happen. World War I, the bubble economy, even who will be the 96th Prime Minister. World War I, eh? Whoa, great! Guys, we've got a prophet on board now! What? You cannot actually believe what this child is saying. If Otomaru believes it, it's probably true. So, our mystery guest has traveled a century into the past. How interesting. Huh? They all certainly took this a lot more calmly than I expected. It's way too crazy not to be true, really. I agree. This is absurd. What is wrong with all of you? You are honestly going to accept this outlandish tale as fact, just like that? I knew it. He's not lying, though. Everything he said is the truth. The curly-haired one spoke bluntly. I certainly wasn't lying, but why is he so confident that I'm telling the truth? That's right. Suzuhara is from the future. That's why he doesn't know how to get back home. Alright, Artie. Let's just take him to go see the world. Truth or lies, I'm not going to abandon a little kid out here. Then, it's okay for Suzuhara to stay here? Yeah, I'll try to make it all work. Thank you so much. Suzuhara, did you hear that? They're going to help us. They're going to help. I'm sure you'll find your way home now. Right. I can't say I know just what's happening, but it looks like things might be working out. America is more technologically advanced than Japan during the Taisho era. Maybe I'll find a clue there. Wait a moment. This child is not our most pressing issue today. There is another matter which needs to be addressed immediately. Huh? What's that? Her clothes. As everyone's eyes turned to Miss Weirdo and her sailor uniform. While it is policy not to pry into the life or powers of a crew member, this is just too much to turn a blind eye to. Oh, I get it. I get it. Her clothes. She's wearing the same outfit as you two. Will someone please keep him quiet? Did I do something wrong? Where did you get that outfit? It was given to me by someone. Do you know who? Miss Weirdo looked down and fidgeted with her hands in her lap, scared. Suddenly, the room's atmosphere turned awkward. It was like she was being picked on. Somehow that made me mad. Hey, who are you to interrogate her all of a sudden? Who cares what clothes she's wearing? In this case, I'm afraid it matters a great deal. That outfit is the world's uniform. Huh? The world's? The rest of us received that uniform once we got on the ship. So, why and how did she have it before she was picked up? Perhaps it is stolen. Stolen? Who are you? I'm not sure I understand all the details, but basically I guess they think it's odd for her to be wearing that particular outfit. I guess it's like somebody having a school's uniform before they even enroll there, maybe. If I look at it that way, I can see how it would probably be considered wrong for her to be wearing the uniform. Still, for them to treat her like she's some kind of thief is going way overboard. So she's into cosplay. What's so bad about that? She's a strange person. It makes sense that she'd have some strange hobbies, too. Cosplay? Is that one of your future words? I've never heard the term before myself, but it does have an alluring ring to it. Look, I don't know how important that uniform is, but I know she's not the kind of person who would support her hobby by stealing things. Why were they so willing to help me, but are mean to her? Suzuhara, I really did get this outfit from someone. I just haven't seen them for years and years, and, they aren't the kind of person to do bad things, I promise. But, I'm sorry. I really don't know who they are. A stranger gives you clothes and you just put them on. You're awfully trusting. I can't say for certain how she came to be in possession of that outfit. But I'm certain she's telling us all the truth. She says she doesn't know who gave them to her, but can't we just accept that and leave her be? I'm in favor of that one. None of this is helping me. I'm still totally lost. Idiot. Hey, shut up! It's pointless for us to keep talking about it. It's not like we can turn her over to the cops for stealing our uniform. The ship is already flying. What? True, there are no authorities stationed in the sky. There is nobody we can turn her over to. Wait, flying? What? What's with all the screaming? We're flying? Like, actual flying? Right now? Oh yeah, this ship came flying down when it picked us up. So much has happened since that, I had actually completely forgotten. But when did it start flying? I don't remember hearing any blast-off noises. There would have been some kind of sound, right? I would have felt it lift off. But there was nothing. Plus, how is this thing flying in the first place? How is this round structure actually flying? Where's the engine? I didn't see any rocket boosters or propellers. This is impossible. Suzuhara. Suzuhara, what's wrong? He fainted. Oh no! Suzuhara, are you alright? Hang in there, Suzuhara! I don't believe in anything that can't be proven scientifically. I can't stand video games, movies, manga, and fiction novels. They're nothing but lies. They talk about pretty dreams and perfect ideals, But in the end, it's all fake. Magic doesn't exist, nor do superpowers. If they did, whoever had them would have taken over the world long ago. Time travel is not possible. It cannot scientifically be done. If it happened, my entire worldview would crumble. Time travel, flying spheres, moving plants. I've had enough. Please, let me just wake up. Is Suzuhara going to be okay? He isn't waking up. Sleep is good for the young. Some rest might actually be just what he needs. He'll wake up when he wakes up. For now, let's just let him sleep. Though I am surprised there's someone other than Heishi who would willingly wander aboard this ship without someone dragging him. Maybe she's like Otamaru. It doesn't look like she knows why espers are gathered on this ship, or much of anything else, really. Right? I really don't understand much. Well, I was shocked the first time it happened, but I feel somewhat prepared since this is the second time. We espers have been dispatched from Japan as special emissaries to other nations of the world. We are to use our powers for peace. That is the duty the world has assigned us. Our duty? Alternately, one could say the powers that be are just trying really hard to keep us from gathering together in the Far East. You doubt the orders the world has given you? Do you know which country I'm going to be sent to? England, America, Germany, France, Russia, any or all of the above. Nobody knows yet. None of us know where we will be sent yet, though I assume it will be to one of the larger world powers. That's good news! If we get to go to lots of different places, then maybe we'll be able to find Suzuhara's home. You're weird. Where am I? I doubt we are in for a long journey. However, there will be an issue with rooms. Given how large this ship is, I am confounded that there are only a total of 9 rooms. Yuiga and Toya are already splitting a room. Now we need to find space for 2 more. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. We're causing you all so much trouble. You certainly are formal. You were being extraordinarily polite to the boy, too. Is it just a habit, perhaps? How old are you? I'm 17. I'm 16, and Mikoto is 18. It appears that I am the youngest girl on the ship. Oh. Is it proper to use Miss when speaking to girls my own age? I'm not sure. I should have asked Suzuhara when I had the chance. Moving along. Right now, our first problem is what to do with the little one here. Little one? She's talking about Suzuhara. Where's he going to sleep? He's a kid, but he still can't share a room with any of us girls. Well, he is tiny. He could probably sleep just about anywhere. True. Suzuhara may be very small, but he still deserves a proper bed, with real sheets and everything on which to sleep. A tiny bed for the shrimp, eh? Will everyone stop making fun of my height? Oh, you're awake. You knew I was awake the whole time, didn't you? Oh, good morning, Suzuhara. I was so worried about you. We couldn't wake you at all. For today, at least, go room with Kakeru and Masamune. I doubt either of them will complain much. Masamune and Kakeru? No way! I don't want to go near that guy. Why not? Because he attacked us for no reason. I don't want to share a room with him. Oh, right. He admitted to doing that earlier. No, to put it bluntly, you're saying that you don't want to be separated from her, right? I never said that. This is simple self-preservation, that's all. Yeah, I'd be really scared to be with him after that too, Suzuhara. I guess a regular person would get skittish if they had an Esper's powers used on them. So, what are these powers you keep talking about? Do you Espers really have superpowers? If you're on board long enough, you'll find out. Some of us don't bother hiding them. Wait a minute. The vines? Could someone have been making them move with their superpowers? No, people can't have superpowers. That's unscientific. But they probably aren't aliens either. But plants don't move on their own. Genetically modified carnivorous plants, then? Think whatever you want. Speaking of sleeping, we still have not figured out the room situation. There were fights about this mere days ago. Aside from Kakeru and Masamune, all the men are being obstinate bores about it. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep for the night. Why don't the two of you come with me for now? We'll figure out something permanent later. Just as I suspected, the boy here is frightened of me for some reason. I'm not afraid of you. Ugh. You can share my room, Nanami. The midget and the new girl can sleep in your room. It's not ideal, but we are short on options. I will devise a more permanent solution tomorrow. You should be able to bear with the situation for a little while. Fine, fine. Thank you very much. They're the same age as you, so you can call them by their first names. That should be fine. Nanami? What? Nothing. Never mind. You really are naive, you know. I should be able to free up some time tomorrow to find you a better place for the boy to sleep. And what are you going to do? Me? Who is it? Good evening, ladies. Do you have a moment? A gentleman better have a good reason for visiting a lady's room at this time of night. I do. See, it's about tomorrow. Hey, you not having a name makes things really inconvenient. I have business with you tomorrow. With me? Yes, as an apology for my earlier actions, I'd like to give you a tour of the ship. Really? Hitting on her already? Would you please not put it like that? I'm just trying to be nice to the newcomers. Is that so? Because from where I stand, it appears that you are actually attempting to recruit them for your team. His team? There are teams here? We are the only humans on this ship. That means all cooking, laundry, cleaning, and so forth is done by us. Chores are divided up by team. This week is my team's turn to cook. Nicho's team is on break. Yuiga's team has been assigned responsibility for the second floor. My team is a little special, you see. I could use some more people. Oh... Relax. These teams are not factions or classes. They're a way to conveniently determine how to split up work. Choose whichever one you please. If you don't want to join me, that's fine. But at least hear me out and come tomorrow, okay? What are you going to do to Suzuhara? Me? Let's see. What? Me? Yeah, what? Let's see. What do I do? I thought it was supposed to be the girl's choice, not the guy's choice. What am I supposed to do? I think I like Mikoto. This lady, Mikoto, she said she was going to look for a room for me. Yes? So, I'll help you find a room for me. I did not peg you as being the responsible type, short stuff. If I let her go crazy by herself, I bet she'd pick some crazy, uncomfortable place for me. What a nice room! The bed looks all fluffy and soft. Suzuhara, which side do you want? The window side? The front side? It's okay. I'll go sleep on the couch. Oh no, you can't do that. You'll catch a cold. It's 9 p.m., which is generally bedtime for someone who is still classified as a minor, like myself. Early rest is good for the brain. It boosts growth hormones, stimulates the hippocampus. Why don't you go to sleep first? I may not be worried about much, but I have a lot that I need to think about. Oh, you do? Yes, like this ship, for example. It has no wings, and I don't hear an engine, but by what scientific mechanism is it flying? It must be advanced technology, though the exterior looked old. It has vines growing on it. Yeah, that is very strange. But first and foremost, what era is it really? You said that it was Taisho era, correct? Yes, it is. Has World War I started yet? What's that? It was the first war in recorded history in which almost the entire world was involved. Even someone like you couldn't be totally unaware of an event that major going on around you. Sorry, but I can't say I've heard anything about it. So, the year must be prior than 1919, although given the technology of this ship, trying to pin down the historical events may be useless. I'm not sure if a war as big as the one you're talking about could really happen, though. Huh? What makes you say that? Because the world is here. The world? Oh, someone mentioned that earlier today. I remember now. They used the term to mean something different than I did. It seems more like they were talking about some kind of organization. I wonder what the world is supposed to be. It's a really, really super important person. They're talking about a person? I don't know. Maybe it's more than one person, but the world makes sure there's always peace. Huh. I'm not really understanding what you're trying to say. I'm sorry. It's just something that's always been around, that everyone knows about. I never had to explain it to anyone before. So this is some kind of famous organization? Yes. Trying to explain it is like trying to explain water. All I know to say is that it's a vital necessity. Water is a combination of two hydrogen atoms with one oxygen atom. It's written H2O, and it is vital for all known forms of life. Look on her face. Some people can explain anything. Some people can't. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You're really amazing. You know, you're so young. You've studied so much and know so many interesting things. Huh? No, not really. You're right. Deciding I couldn't do it without even trying was wrong. I learned an important lesson today. Thank you so much. Jeez, I was trying to be snarky, but it flew right over her head. She even thanked me. I've never met anyone like her before. I'm sorry, but right now I don't know how to explain the world any better than I already have. But I'm sure someone else will be able to tell you all you want to know about it. Come on, Suzuhara. Let's go ask. Hey! Whoa, hey there. What are you two up to? It's time for little kids to be in bed, you know. Huh? You want to know about the world? Well, I guess I could fill you in. See, the world is a super big, mega important, really awesome thing. Yeah, that's it. The world. I see. I've never given it much thought, to be honest. I think it's an organization dedicated to maintaining peace throughout the world. What? You want to know about what I personally think about the world? In that case, I'm not telling. Criticizing it can get you in trouble. Generally speaking, it's a political body. It's the only organization empowered to intervene in the affairs of any and all countries. He's just like, you're asking me what? Oh dear, he just walked away. Is he still mad about what happened earlier today? We're the ones who should be mad. He attacked us. Anyway, everyone's telling us different things about the world. Yes, they did. But I pretty much agree with everyone's descriptions. We're all on this journey because the world ordered us to. We're its special, emissaries on a mission for peace. Wow, that's impressive. Not that I think you'll actually succeed, though. Still, I guess she at least fits the image, better than some old politician showing up to lecture everyone on the virtues of world peace. Oh, look! It's Mr. Masamune. Let's go ask him what it is. Huh? What do you two want? Is there some kind of problem you need to talk to me about? Could you please tell us about the world? Huh? Are you trying to avoid the question? I'm not doing that, really. Everybody else we ask acted normally, but your reaction's different from theirs. You see. When he looked at me at that moment, Masamune's eyes weren't the eyes of an adult talking to a child. You know, I think he's afraid of something. Suzuhara, don't be mean to Mr. Masamune. I wasn't trying to be mean. I just wanted to hear his answer. I'm sure he doesn't know anything about the world. Huh? He's embarrassed. He doesn't know, and he's trying not to show it. But he's so grown up. How can he know even less than you do? Okay. I get it. I'll tell you, alright? I'll explain the world to you, sheesh. The world is a world organization that has existed since the dawn of history. It holds more knowledge and has access to more information than any country on the face of the earth. Its mission is to alleviate any international conflict and restrict all military action. In other words, it enforces world peace. It has a small military force of its own, but it disdains rule by violence. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Mr. Masamune. I didn't mean to say you knew less about everything than I do. Don't sweat it. So, was this a good enough answer to your question? Yes, you certainly know a lot about it. Everyone else only had one or two vague sentences to say about it, unlike you. It seems a little weird, don't you think? I stared right into Masamune's eyes. He grew visibly more uncomfortable. The air around us got heavier and heavier, until a light and clueless voice broke through the tension. Well, that's because he's Mr. Masamune. Because he's him? Yep, you see, Mr. Masamune is... a grown-up. Yeah, I guess that's true. He is the oldest. What he said was just an easy-to-understand summary of what everyone else said, I guess. He didn't really add much new information. And it isn't surprising for a 30-year-old to know about politics and world history either. He's 30? You gotta be kidding me. Hey, I'm still in my 20s, thanks. Jeez, if you thought I was acting normal, I'd appreciate it if you didn't grill me in the first place. Oh, I was just trying to see if I could trip you up. You look at me like I'm some sort of strange, unidentified creature, you know? I do. Sorry about that. I'd like to know the reason for it, if you don't mind. Okay, what you said earlier concerns me. Which part of what I said earlier? The part about being from the future, and World War I and all. Wait, so you actually believe me? Yeah. Wow, there are actually adults that will listen to me and believe me. That's kinda nice, really. I've gotten permission from the world for you to be aboard. It's not exactly safe here, but it's probably better than being abandoned below. That's one less thing for you to worry about. Thanks. Thank you very much, Mr. Masamune. Is that all you two needed? Good. Go to sleep. Yes, sir. Come on, Suzuhara. Let's go back to our room. Are you sure you weren't cold, Suzuhara? I'm fine. Really? Okay. If you need anything, just let me know. Good night. I don't think I can actually ask her for anything. She looks like she's ready to collapse from exhaustion. Great. It's been so long since I slept with someone else nearby, I can't calm down enough to sleep. Eventually, my crazy day came to an end. The gap between this era and the Taisho era that I knew continued to grow wider. Everything I'd learned told me that this kind of flying ship didn't exist back then, nor was there an organization called the World. Time travel was impossible as well, therefore this had to be a dream. A very real, very strange, very disturbing dream. That's what I kept telling myself, but I had already promised these people a tomorrow. I guess that means that, subconsciously, I'm starting to believe this isn't a dream. But that can't be right. This has to be a dream. When I wake up, I'll be home again. Home in my quiet house. My empty house, where I didn't have to worry about anyone but myself. Home, where I could get anything I wanted and had the best grades in school. Home, with my books and that stupid Prime Minister's award. Yes, next time I opened my eyes, I'd be back home, where life was normal and made sense. That's why I need to be sure to remember every minute of this experience, because it'll all be gone, and I'll never experience anything like it again. Morning, kiddo. Did you have a pleasant night sleeping next to your girlfriend? What does that look for? I cannot help but notice you are sporting some pretty impressive bags under your eyes. I'm still in the dream. Not feeling well, boy. You mustn't push yourself, you know. Ugh, so bright. My team has no official duties today. However, as we have new people, I figured we should explore and see if we can find more rooms. If you need room, why not simply come to mine? My bed has more than enough room to accommodate a pretty lady or two. Let us be off. Excuse me. I realize you'd rather not, but at least an introduction would be nice. There's literally no downside to not knowing him. In fact, I would recommend that you avoid him at all costs. I'm Itsuki Kagami. It's written as one moon and pronounced Itsuki. It's a pleasure, I'm sure. Nice to meet you. At least tell that to the pretty lady who came with you, would you? That's a good boy. I wish I could have met her in person. Why do you want to see her that badly? According to my information, she's a cute little darling who is just a touch naive. Cuteness and naivete are two things this ship was sorely lacking, you see. I was hoping I'd get the chance to welcome her aboard myself. That is introduction enough. Let us hurry, time is wasting. I knew the ship was large, but I did not expect it to be so full of stuff. It felt less like a ship and more like a city. If you weren't paying attention, one could easily forget that the whole place was flying through the sky. New rooms are proving difficult to find. I see a staircase over there. Is there another floor above this one? The floor above is forest and fields. What? A forest inside a ship? Yeah, it's quite strange. Strange doesn't cover the half of it. What on earth is this place? Nothing. No new rooms anywhere. Oh well, we can't say we know the ship from top to bottom after all. Here, allow me to divine a room's location. Divine? You mean you're gonna, like, dowse for a room? Sakuya pulled out a small bundle of sticks from somewhere. They looked just like something a fortune teller would use. In fact, I think I saw a mystic use them on my school trip to Kyoto. I'm sorry, but I don't believe in unscientific things like divination and fortune-telling. I'm surprised someone your age would even... Does anyone from this era listen when people talk to them? Aha, the stars have spoken. Young Sorata's luck is on the rise. Good things will happen to him every day this month. Well, I can tell you this reading is wrong already! There's nothing good or lucky about me being stuck in this crazy nightmare. Well, if pressed, I'll admit there is a small possibility this could be reality. Saku's divinations aren't ever right anyway. Sorry, but you may be in for a terrible month. That is enough chatter. We have work to do. Let us proceed. Yes, ma'am. My reading wasn't correct. How unfortunate. You don't look so sad about it. Sorata, if I said there was an animal warming itself by a fire, what would you say it was? Huh? What is this all about? Good question. An animal warming itself by a fire. Is that supposed to be a riddle? Maybe he's trying to get back at me for dismissing his divination. What in the world is that little ball on his head, anyway? I'm really curious. I just noticed it, and it's very strange. It's bugging the crap out of me now. Sheesh. I don't think I've met a single normal person since I came here. Though, I guess if I don't give him some kind of answer, I'll be the one who looks dumb. An animal that warms itself by a fire. What is a hyoko? I don't know, I guess I'd say human. I'm afraid that's incorrect. Think harder and try again. I get a chance again? Hyoko? Because I don't know what in the world that is. What? Okay. The answer is Hyoko, a baby chick. Oh, and why is that? Hyoko, that means chick in Japanese. However, if you separate it into Hi-yoko, the meaning becomes next to the fire. It's a pun. Correct, well done. So, what was the point of that? Nothing in particular. Well then, shall we be going? Yep, nothing but weirdos and lunatics here. Okay, I don't think the prelude is going to be over anytime soon. So, we're going to end this part here, and we will pick up the story in the next video. I hope to see you there, or perhaps in some of my other videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show your support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.